video is about a certain type of person. Someone who works hard, dreams big, studies everything about money, success, and trading. Yet somehow, nothing changes. They grind for years, but their bank account never reflects the effort. They start projects and abandon them. They jump from one idea to another. And deep down, they wonder, why does everyone else seem to figure out money except me? If that description felt uncomfortable, keep watching, because we're going to break down the exact psychology, childhood roots, and subconscious patterns behind why some people stay broke, no matter how much they try to escape it. And more importantly, how to finally break the cycle. Most people don't realize this, but your relationship with money was set long before you ever touched a single dollar. Psychologists call this financial schema conditioning, a pattern formed in childhood based on what you repeatedly saw, heard, and felt about money. If you grew up in a household where money caused stress, where bills were something to worry about, where opportunities were for other people, your brain recorded that environment as normal. So now, as an adult, you unconsciously recreate that same level of financial chaos, even while consciously trying to escape it. It's not that you're lazy, it's not lack of intelligence. It's that your brain is still trying to return to the familiar emotional temperature of your childhood. If chaos was normal, stability feels uncomfortable. If struggle was normal, ease feels suspicious. If lack was normal, abundance feels undeserved. This is why some people sabotage wins the moment life starts improving. Their nervous system whispers, "This isn't who we are." There is a very specific type of person who almost succeeds at everything. They learn fast, they have great ideas, they start strong. People even tell them, "You're going to be successful one day." But they never actually follow through. Psychology calls this identity-outcome mismatch. Your actions cannot consistently outperform who you believe you are. So even when you start trading, business, content creation, or any money-making strategy, you secretly still identify as the person who fails, the one who never gets results, the one who's not meant for wealth. So you start projects with hype, but drop them the moment the excitement fades. Not because they weren't working, but because your identity didn't match the outcome you were chasing. People like this have one specific behavior. They confuse movement with progress. They chase the feeling of starting something new, instead of staying long enough to master one thing. This one is huge, especially in making money online. Some people want success, but they don't want to be seen trying. They don't want their friends judging them. They don't want people seeing them fail publicly. They don't want others to notice they're trying to be successful. So instead of showing up, they hide, they prepare, they practice quietly behind the scenes, forever. Psychologists refer to this as safety-based avoidance, where your brain avoids visibility because visibility means vulnerability. You say you want to win, but the idea of someone watching you struggle feels worse than staying mediocre. So you keep quiet. You play small, and you call it planning. This is why people hop from crypto to trading to business to freelancing, but never stick long enough to see results. It's not a discipline problem, it's a dopamine problem. You unconsciously chase the high of a new opportunity, the "maybe this is it" feeling, the illusion of fast money. But once the reality sets in, learning, consistency, delayed gratification, your brain checks out. This is called dopamine cycling, and it's the reason some people stay stuck in the try everything, master nothing loop. You're not failing because the opportunity doesn't work. You're failing because you never stay long enough to let anything work. Here's the part most people avoid. Some people don't succeed financially because deep down they don't believe they deserve to. You may think you want wealth, but you feel guilty charging people. You feel unworthy receiving money. You feel uncomfortable when things go too well. You apologize for taking space, taking opportunities, taking risks. This is called self-worth deficit conditioning, and it's one of the biggest predictors of lifelong financial struggle. People who grew up being told to play it safe, lower expectations, or be grateful and stop wanting more, often feel shame around success as adults. And shame kills momentum. You don't build wealth with perfect strategies. You build it with a nervous system that can hold abundance without self-destructing. If this sounds like you, here's the truth. You're not doomed. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're simply operating on old psychological software, one that was installed long before you had any choice. The moment you become aware of your patterns, you can break them. Stick to one income path. Show up even when you feel insecure. Repeat the action long enough that your identity catches up. Give yourself permission to want more. And most importantly, stop waiting to feel ready. You become the person who succeeds by acting like them before you believe it. And once your identity shifts, your results follow automatically. You were never incapable. You were just conditioned. But conditioning can be rewritten. And the moment you rewrite it, your entire financial life changes.